Chapter 527. Yidhir, so there is nothing more you need from me now? Lost in thought, Yidhir lifted his head at the sound of Kana's cautious voice. No, there isn't. What's next then? I plan to meet Gakane and Devran in a bit, but there is no urgent need to see them right now. Why? Upon hearing his reply, Kana's eyes widened as if she had just realized something. Ah, so those two are up to something lately, right? It seemed like they were investigating something, but they haven't told anyone else. So I have been curious. Is it a mission you're involved with too, Yidhir? Something like that. How did you know? I knew it. It's definitely not because my ability suddenly acted up or anything like that. Gakane has been looking a bit gloomy lately, and as I observed, I noticed something different. I only just found out you were involved too. As always, Kana was sharp without even having to use her abilities. Ever, and Stryber seems to have not been caught on so far. Avoiding Kana as well would have been difficult. It wasn't strictly necessary to keep secret from their immediate superiors that a new intelligence unit has been established within the cavalry and what investigative mission they were carrying out. However, part of their role moving forward would be to ensure that even perceptive people like Kana wouldn't notice anything. There is a significant difference between not hiding something we could have and failing to hide something we tried to. Still, it wasn't bad for a first attempt, as the names of the elder siblings hadn't come up. Had they been implicated, Kana, who had been on a mission with them in the West, would have easily figured out what they were up to. Yidhir decided he needed to inform his intelligence colleagues of Kana's discovery, and he openly explained their current mission to her. It's not an assignment from the commander. There is something I personally want to investigate, and I'm doing it with Finn and Hen as well. Ah, is that the thing Hen and Gakane were looking forward to in the West? Yes. I hadn't noticed anything different with Hen and Finn, so they have finally started, huh? Kana seemed a little disappointed that she hadn't figured it out, but she didn't forget her primary responsibilities as deputy commander. Even if she added her current duties to her role, she would be overwhelmed even if she had 3 bodies. If you ever need my help, feel free to ask. Will do, but why did you ask if I was busy earlier? Ah, right. Lost my train of thought there. Kana blinked her eyes and looked around. Yesterday, while Hosanna was awake, he requested a meeting with Gale and Doyle. I think it should be fine, but I thought you should come along just in case. Hosanna? Yes, he usually wakes up around the same time, so he should be waking up soon. After Hosanna had finally opened his eyes, Yidhir had strictly limited who could be around him and had entrusted Kana with overseeing him. During the time when everyone else was preoccupied with party preparations, Kana had been juggling her time between Hosanna, Gale, and Doyle brothers, reading information from them. The Doyle brothers would occasionally ask for something from Kana or other members, but Hosanna spent most of his day still asleep while not letting his guard down. That he had agreed to meet with was likely due to Kana's warm and engaging personality. I was planning to probe the 3 of them about the sage currently in the capital anyway. This works out well. Alright, I will go with you. But about the favor you said you could do for me earlier, can I ask for it now? Huh? What is it? Kana looked at Yidhir with cautious yet curious eyes. The brothers, who had been eating fruit behind the cavalry canteen, were startled almost to the point of fainting when Yidhir suddenly appeared. However, they calmed down after hearing Kana's explanation. So, Hosanna really called for us? Is it really okay to meet him? It's fine if Yidhir says it's fine. Just don't forget that Hosanna is still not well. Of course. The brothers quickly washed their fruit-sticky hands and followed the 2. Is the person inside awake? Upon reaching the room where Hosanna was staying, Kana asked the guard who was standing watch. Kana has entrusted Hosanna to Yidhir a short while ago to eat some snacks. In her absence, Hosanna had woken up, making it difficult for Kana to ever escape guard duty. He looked up at Yidr with a momentary sad expression and then nodded. Yes, it seems he had just woke up. Priest Lusan is in there with him. Got it. I will go in first to explain, so everyone just wait here for a bit. Understanding why she was saying that, Kana patted Yidr's shoulder, consoling, and went into the room first. Yidr felt the glances from the brothers but ignored them. A moment later, Kana poked her head back out. Hosanna's condition is stable. Come in. On Hosanna's wrist was a cloth strap, still tied gently. Lusan, who was observing his condition, greeted them with a faint smile. Yidr requested that she step out for a moment. As soon as the young priest left, Gale and Doyle rushed toward the bed where Hosanna was lying. Hosanna, what happened to you? Where are you hurt? ... Although Hosanna's face looked much better than when he first woke up, it was still incredibly pale in comparison to before. He struggled just to sit up. How long it would take for him to be able to walk was uncertain. The gaunt young man from the south exhaled a thin breath, his eyes filled with guilt as he looked at the brothers. I'm glad you're well. That's fortunate. Yeah. Fortunate or not, we are doing fine here, so even last time, ow. Doyle jabbed Gale in the side as he began to carelessly mention the past. Ouch, why did you hit me? Forgetting they were there to see a patient, the brothers started squabbling among themselves. They only quieted down when their eyes met Yidr's. Whether it was difficult to discuss anything more than pleasantries in front of the cavalry members or not, they were visibly uncomfortable. Yet, knowing that he was alive seemed to lighten their expressions. Yidr opened his mouth to Hosanna, who was quite quiet considering he had first requested to meet the brothers. Hosanna, did you not want to tell Gale and Doyle something? I just wanted to make sure they were all right, Hosanna muttered, avoiding eye contact. His voice was faint but noticeably stronger and clearer than before. He had a slight accent in his imperial language. See, they have been doing well. If it hadn't been for you and Nahan, they might have been released by now, not confined within the cavalry. It's regrettable. ... Hosanna suddenly looked up, surprised. Gale and Doyle were equally shocked. What? What did you say? You were planning to let us go? I have completed all the necessary investigations, and since you guys haven't committed any direct crimes, there is no reason to keep you here any longer. So then, rest assured, what Yidr meant is that it's difficult to do so right now. We are not asking you to leave abruptly. If you want to continue working here and getting paid, you can do so formally. It's better for both Gale and Doyle, isn't it? Hadn't you said you wanted to do that before? As Kana interjected and skillfully calmed the situation, Gale and Doyle's expression, previously filled with anxiety and doubt, quickly brightened. Ah, I see. Of course, that's fine then. The reason you are staying here now is because we have judged your situation to be too dangerous. We are keeping you here for your protection. Because of Hosanna? That, and there have been some suspicious activities reported in the capital recently. Suspicious activities? Did Nahan cause another uproar? No, he is untraceable at the moment, starting from the west and continuing until now. Before coming here, thanks to the brothers who asked questions as Yidr had expected, Hosanna finally revealed a somewhat honest reaction. So you are saying Nahan has not been captured yet? That's correct. ... Hosanna did not question the truthfulness of the statement, which meant that he had built considerable trust in Kana. Yidr quickly read the emotions that flickered across his face. Relief, worry, and several other indistinguishable emotions mixed in his expression. He was genuinely concerned about Nahan. That guy ran away the moment he knew he failed his mission, instead of trying to save him. So, if it's not Nahan, what exactly are the suspicious activities? We have had multiple sightings of unidentified awakeners. We think these individuals might belong to the same place as you do. What? Did they come to rescue Hosanna and us? I highly doubt that. Idir interjected, causing the brothers to flinch simultaneously. Because those who have appeared in the capital are showing no interest in our area. They are only in contact with the nobles. Nobles? Nobody among us is mingling with nobles. The brothers' expressions grew puzzled. They couldn't even guess who these mysterious people might be. So, does Hosanna have to live like us from now on? No, Hosanna, you will continue to be under investigation. The commander will decide what to do with you afterward. Hosanna said nothing. The conversation came to an end and he drifted back to sleep. Gale and Doyle looked at the sleeping Hosanna with a somewhat pitiful gaze. Half of his face is paralyzed. He's always been extremely frail. Won't he die like this? There don't seem to be any injuries, so why does he look so ill? He overexerted himself. Upon hearing Kana's response, Gale and Doyle shivered slightly. They may not have known the details, but it was clear they thought it had something to do with Nahan. And they would be right. By the way, would it be okay to visit Hosanna again next time? You can visit during times when he's not under investigation. You will probably have company like today. Understood. I won't make any unnecessary comments. Considering they had been in the cavalry for a while, it was fortunate that they were picking up on social cues. Idir gave Kana a nod and then left the room first.